Alrighty, everyone, welcome back to the Tokyo Samurai's Madden 26 franchise. It is the Wildcard Weekend here, and we are playing the Salt Lake Peaks. So we are 12 and 5. Gonna be at home taking on a team we played, I believe 3 weeks ago. Some other notable things. I guess really nothing yet. We'll get into other playoff stuff as we go through the playoffs, if we get through the playoffs. Um, let's take a look, though, before we do anything else, at our end of season stats here for the team. So, Jalen Milroe, obviously, not a great year. The grand scheme of things, obviously didn't play last week, but did get over 30,000 yards passing. Had 26 touchdowns, 12 interceptions, 60 completion percentage, sacked only 14 times. Um, I don't know. It's weird with him because it feels like he should be doing better. Like last year, he honestly, I mean, he threw more yards, he threw way more picks, so that was kind of the issue. Um, Also rushing, he was better last year. We didn't run it with him nearly as much this year. But he also fumbled it 13 times last year, only 6 this year. Like looking at the season stats though, like his rough games were the first 8 weeks. I feel like were his worst games, right? He wasn't playing great there. And once we hit week 9, I mean, week 9 wasn't great either, actually. But once we hit week 10, not a great game, but decent enough. And then he started really, honestly, really didn't play well this year. I think that's just what I'm realizing here looking at these stats. Um, the game against the Peaks, so that is notable. We won by 3, and he was a big reason why. His best game, for sure, by a big margin there. So we'll see. I don't know. I'm still not sold on if he's the guy or not. I'm still giving him a chance because we're winning games, and we're gonna keep rocking with him, but we'll see. Rushing, Zach Charbonnet had a great year, of course. Um, Definitely a lower workload than last year, I want to say. Yeah, last year we had way more, um, not way more, but 40 more carries for him. He did produce more. He had a better year last year, although 5 fumbles is rough. We did more of a, we had a bit more of a split backfield occasionally. Also, there was some games where he was injured. Missed 2 weeks, obviously last week, and another week in there for being actually injured. But overall, pretty good season. 1,100 yards, 10 touchdowns, only fumbled once. Milroe, we talked about his rushing a little bit, but 555 for 9 touchdowns. Did fumble 6 times. Still got to improve that, but he's getting better. Kyle Monangai, though, what a breakout for him as our running back, too. I know the stats don't necessarily look super crazy, but we signed him. He was our RB4 for a while, but like when he came in and played, he was good. Um, Parker Knoll had some carries, nothing super special overall from him, and then Jaden Blue, all right season when he came in. Receiving, our leading receiver, obviously low amount of passing yards to go around, so not a lot of receiving yards, but Jorge Ramirez does lead the team in catches with 65 and yards with 860, had 5 touchdowns along with that. Cody Teal also had a pretty good season, 55 for just under 700 and 9 touchdowns, which led the team. And Alec Iomanner had a decent season, 41 for 450 and 3 touchdowns. Hayward had a solid season as well for what he did, 28 for 347 too. Parker Knoll out of the backfield was nice, 28 for 295. Also got Roman Wilson, 4 touchdowns. Jalen Coker got involved too. So yeah, I mean, obviously the passing numbers aren't extremely great here, but I think we have 2 really good guys here in Ramirez and Teal, those rookies, the first and second rounder. Still really, I don't know. We need to figure out this offense more because we've been able to run it though. That's the thing. Like we've been able to just run it, and that's our identity. But I don't think it's gonna last like that. Um, Now sack numbers are not gonna look super crazy here because we just didn't really we ran the ball so much, and then also the O line just overplayed what it should have because still working on the sliders for pass blocking. Um, but defensively, Jesse Bates leads the team with tackles. That is obviously not exciting to see. 120, usually want a linebacker there, especially with four guys over 100 and three of them being our safeties. In terms of TFLs, though, Teddy Buchanan with 30 TFLs is insane. His run defense this year was crazy. Bacady with 21, 19 for Leofau, 19 for Armstrong, 13 for Bates, Gray, and Hurst, 12 for Murray, and 11 for Williams. Sacks, Arnold Ebiketie led the team with 11.5, 9.5 for Armstrong, 6.5 for Maurice Hurst, 5 for Teddy Buchanan, 3.5 for Leofau, 3 for the rookie Grant, only 2.5 for Leonard Williams. Sadly, not a lot of production there. Malachi Starks had 3 interceptions, 2 for Buchanan, Leofau, and Bates, 1 for Gray, Kent, and Lonnie Johnson. Dante Kent had 10 deflections, which led the team. Fumbles forced, Jesse Bates had 3. A couple other guys had 2 and 1. Deshaun Elliott recovered 3 fumbles. We had 2 blocks from Junior Cates, the rookie. No safeties this year, but we had 3 defensive touchdowns. Elliott, Bates, and Gray. So honestly, defense played really well in the second half of the season. Rashard Morris had a pretty good year, only missed 2 field goals. And those were all the 50-plus yarders, so can't exactly say he's at fault for much there, but incredible season from him. Michael Turk, QB1, did his thing. He's our punter, whatever. Kick return, Parker Knoll did get a kick return for a touchdown. Tony got a lot more of the work on the kick returns, but honestly just not that efficient compared to Parker Knoll. I mean, not great either way, but still. And then punt returns, really just not a lot of efficiency there. So, yeah, just an interesting year there. Just seeing if there's anything super crazy for stats. Probably not, I would assume. Nothing like wild. I mean, Saquon Barkley had a crazy year. I don't really want to go super in depth with any of the years across the league here, but Josh Downs had a great year there. Tank Dell with 22 touchdowns. Good to see him thriving. I mean, I don't know. Is there anything else super crazy? Sacks? Nothing. I mean, Ali McNeil leading the league in sacks is crazy. 16.5 for a run defender. But other than that, not super wild. But it is time to get into this week's game here. Well, specifically looking at certain things like this in the zone for the running back, Zach Charbonnet. Talking about his midseason goal. I don't even remember what his midseason goal. He didn't meet the goal. He felt like he let the team down. I don't remember what his goal was, to be honest with you. But he definitely didn't let the team down. He was still very good. Obviously, had less of a good year, but still a great season for him. And while we're here, I want to look at the mock draft 3. Also interesting, we're seeing a receiver, Chad Wood, go at 1 right now is the projection. And I want to see who they have us taking. I'm pretty sure it's not going to make sense. Yeah, an undrafted UDFA left guard's not going to happen, but we're projected to pick at 26, so we'll see how that goes, if that is true or not. But so let's quickly go through this weekly strategy here and get all this stuff situated. So I think that all looks good there. And we do have a 3rd play sheet spot open now. So let's do screen and the West Coast play sheet. And we are situated with all that, and we will see if we pick up any injuries going into this one. So Kadarius Toney and CJ Dupree both out today. Both role players, but not specifically important impact players. Uh, that's okay. I think we'll live without those two, but still sucks to have them out. Defensively, we are okay. I mean, I've never seen anyone in these tabs ever. So I don't really know if they get there. Because even like you look at Parker Knoll, right? His wear and tear risk of injury is high, yet he's good to play. So I don't really know, but I don't know. I just work here. So we're gonna just auto upgrade these guys. But we'll get into this one here. See if we can sweep the Peaks this year in our second matchup against them. And here we go at home. We get to take on a team that were close to beating us in a 42-39 win. But we were able to hold on against them. And we'll see. Jaden Daniels played really well against us last time. We'll see if he can continue to have success against us, but we obviously are looking to not let that happen. And I would say it's in our best interest not to lose this game, obviously. But no, not in our best interest to let Jaden Daniels go crazy. But he is Jaden Daniels, so it's tough to say that's a easy thing. And we'll talk about the roster right now. Jaden Daniels, obviously, incredible. Great athlete, great quarterback. Not much else to say there. Running game. This is where things will get stupid here, because they for some reason refuse to sign another running back, so they're sticking with Jahar Jordan, because the rookie Drew Hoffman, who did have a solid season, is out. British Brooks is their fullback. Receiver, they have Jerry Jeudy, Christian Watson, Dontavian Wicks. They have David Njoku at tight end, who had a really good game against us. At left tackle, they're missing their starter, Jalen Rivers, but they still don't have a good line. At least left tackle, Giovanni Manu is their starter there. At left guard, Dylan Raduns. Center, they're missing Connor McGovern, so Ben Scott is going to be the starter. At right guard, they're for some reason starting Branson Taylor over Matt Gonclaves. But they do have the rookie Evan Young. I feel like it's all coming back to me now. He's a good player. Evan Young is at right tackle, but this line is pretty bad, and it's, I think, worse than when we played them before. But defensively, Willie Anderson and Boye Mafe, along with this interior. The interior is not incredible. Savion Jones, Darius Robinson, Roy Lopez missing Tierra Tart this time. But I think with Willie Anderson and Boye Mafe, it's a pretty solid edge group that it will, be able to make this D-line at least good. At Sam, they have Devin Bush. Mike, they have Edge Cooper. Will, they have Ruben Hippolyte starting, so decent linebackers there. Corner, Tariq Woolen. They're missing Kyler Gordon, who I think had an interception against us when we played them. So they have Martin Emerson Jr. and Keely Ringo as their starting guys. At free safety, they have Justin Reed. At strong safety, they have Javon Bullard. Kickers, Cade York Hunter, Corey Bjorquez. Long snappers, Blake Ferguson, if you were curious. But let's get into this one. Let's see. I mean, their injuries look pretty rough compared to ours. Obviously, missing CJ Dupree and Kadarius Toney for us, but they're missing a lot of their line and their starting running back. Here is the return. Big hit for EJ Speed there. And here comes Jaden Daniels, who honestly did not have a good season. 3,500 yards, 62 completion percentage, 22 touchdowns to 18 picks. I don't think his weapons aren't terrible, but they're also not the best they could be. And this O-line is horrible, so I think that's probably playing more of a factor than anything. But here's going to be a play action here. Pressure. He gets it to his man. Wiley? Who is that? Who is Jared Wiley? That must be their backup tight end. It is, but made a good play there to get the first down. And it's going to be two tight ends again. Throwing it quick and gets it to Christian Watson that time. And Jayden Daniels, you know, he doesn't want to take too much time in the pocket here. So we love bringing blitzes. And this one's going to be a handoff this time to Jordan. But a loss in the play. Hoffman did have a good game against us when we played. But Jordan is the only running back here. And they also have British Brooks, their fullback. So I would expect them to not really do too much in that regard. But it's pressure, quick throw, low throw, incomplete. Sets up a 3rd and 11. I would expect them to be running it way less than they did last time. We'll see. And Njoku going out wide, looking for an open man. He's looking short, just gonna get it to Njoku. Maybe make an easier field goal out of this. But they're gonna actually punt it, so not quite enough distance for their liking for Cade York. Corey Bjorkwes will punt this one. And that's going to be too far, and that will be a touchback. Here comes Jalen Milroe, who surprisingly had a better season. I'm actually kind of shocked. I am very shocked, actually, about that. But, you know, Jalen Milroe has developed well. It's just we got to see what he can do. But first down, we're going to lean on Charbonnet here today. And here's the handoff for a yard. So, not great there. We don't want to have to rely on Jalen Milroe. You know, we don't want to, because while we like him, he hasn't shown it enough this season. And that's only a 1-yard game there. And they're so far definitely honing in on our run game, which definitely should have been expected. So 3rd and 8 here from the 22. Milroe looking pass. Gonna throw it to Ramirez. He's open on the corner. He gets the first down, the leader in catches and yards on the season. Makes a play. Rookie tight end looking maybe for an offensive rookie of the year. Gonna go read option here. Milroe keeps it. Nice spin move. Takes a big hit, but holds on. Gets 6 yards. Nice play. 2nd and 4. Looking at this quick RPO, and it's a nice catch for Io Manor. First down to the 32. Just getting things going. Keeping things nice, quick, and simple here for Milroe in the pass game. We're going to go ahead and do another read option here, but this time he gets fucking bottled up by Boye Mafe. There's an injury, and that is number 51. That is Will Anderson Jr., their best defensive player. That is not good whatsoever. Yeah, that's brutal to see. Also, Parker Knoll, you're fine. Okay. We will actually go out to Parker Knoll on the screen, and he's going to get some space. Had a ton of work last week, and he's going to get down to the 23. Sets up a 3rd and 1. So far, the Peaks really don't have much going on for them here. And, I mean, obviously it hurts to see Will Anderson go down. And we're going to do a QB draw here. It's going to be Milroe. And trying to, oh my God, what the hell happened there? But he tried to spin. Does get the first down. Keeps the drive moving. First down. Charbonnet in the backfield. Van Summer in there as well, the fullback. And this one's going to be a handoff to Charbonnet. And he only gets 3. Once again, finding some difficulty in the run game. Really have not. They've done a good job maintaining the run game here. It's going to be throw on the run. Cody Teal can't bring it in. Just not far enough, unfortunately. A great play from the defender as well. So 3rd and 7. It's unfortunate. We were very close to making that play there. Yeah, let's see this play here. I think. No, we're going to change it to the smash return. I like Teal or Ramirez here. We're going to go to Ramirez on the corner route. Can he make the play? He does in the end zone for the touchdown. Great play. Devin Bush in coverage couldn't make the stop there. And, yeah, we just trusted Noah to make the corner shot there, and he made a great throw. It was a beautiful ball. Devin Bush had no chance. And Ramirez gets in. It's a nice play. And we take the lead. Oh, they're going to do a booth review. I think it was a touchdown, but maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, I mean, they're reviewing it, but it looks like a touchdown to me. It looks like 2 or 3 feet down there. I'd be shocked if this is overturned. And it is not, so we will keep that touchdown on the board, and we go up 7-0. And I don't know, the Peaks were close to getting the field goal range. I feel like they could have attempted one last drive, but, you know, their offense was finding some success, but they do have to not let this offensive drive that they just saw, you know, get to them, you know. You just don't want that to be on your mind that, hey, we didn't get it done first play, but they did. And they're going to come back out here and see what they can do. They're coming out in I form, which is definitely an interesting thing here. Obviously going to be difficult still, like I said, without your leading running back. And it's going to be a good run, though, from Jordan. Going I form again. I mean, we'll see how much they go to him. They went to Hoffman quite a bit last time we played, and he was a big reason why they were in that game still. And here's another run. Jordan with great run blocks ahead of him down to the 47. And this is looking familiar, even though they have a horrible O-line. And now they have their, I think, 3rd string running back. They are finding success on the ground. And now they're going to go pass here. He's looking nowhere. Jaden Daniels is going to take maybe got just enough to not consider a sack, but he was getting pressured and surrounded and just not able to get out of the way of the defender. 2nd down and 10, maybe the last play. Here's going to be a screen. Here's a quick one. It's a great tackle from Cedric Gray. Forces a loss of 5 on the play, and now it takes the end of the first quarter. Just a great tackle there from Cedric Gray, who's really developed well this year into being a solid player, not just through the air, which he was already pretty decent at, pretty solid at. But he's developed as a run defender and as a tackler, and clearly that play displayed that. But let's see what Jaden Daniels and company wants to do here in 3rd and 15. Again, not in field goal range, but you know, you could maybe still get in the field goal range without getting a 1st down. Obviously, you want more, but at the very least, you could get into field goal range. Here's a throw deep down the field. It's going to be incomplete. Jesse Bates breaking that one up. It's Christian Watson on the deep ball, on the crosser there. And Corey Bjorquez will punt this one away again, and this one going out of bounds to the 19th. So pretty much the same result as last time. And here comes Milrow and company again, who had a really good drive last time. 11 plays, 80 yards. Charbonnet in the backfield. Here's a handoff. Charbonnet trying to fight through again. Only 3 yards. Edge Cooper leading this run defense here. Making sure Charbonnet doesn't go wild on this defense. And he has yet to put up anything past 3 yards on the ground. Here's going to be a play action. Milrow going to run it himself and gets out of bounds. Takes a hit, unfortunately, but gets to the 33. 1st down. And I'm kind of feeling like maybe we just need to start running it out of the... oh, man, Charbonnet just not able to get much. Only a yard there. I think we just need to run it out of more spread plays, formations, because clearly it's not working right now at all. And a motion Ramirez here. 2nd and 9. We go quick. Cody Teal is open. He breaks one tackle and only gets 2 yards off of it, sadly. So 3rd and 7. Obviously, the Peaks really need to stop here. They don't want this game to get out of hand. Parker Knoll going to motion here. Looking pass, going quick. Cody Teal, open 1st down. And he's going to get to the 46 on his 2nd catch. And we're going to keep this drive rolling here. Parker Knoll. That's fine. You can stay in. And this one's going to be another read option. Jalen Milrow using his legs a lot today. And another 1st down to the 40. And he takes another hit. Don't want to take too many. But his running has definitely been very helpful to this team offensively so far today. Looking pass here, going to Charbonnet out of the backfield. He makes the catch on a motion Texas route. To the 22 he goes, and this offense is humming. And yeah, Jalen Milrow, I feel like as of late, the passing game has had to step up, and he, has stepped up more. Here's a throw. Cody Teal making a diving attempt, makes the catch. It's a little late of a throw, but he makes the catch on the sideline with his big frame, able to make that happen. 2nd and 1. Counter run here. Charbonnet finally going to get a gain of more than 3. 1st down to the 6. Felt like he was going to be just continuously not able to get much on the ground all game long, but he does get them there. Here's a handoff to him again. Charbonnet fighting through for the touchdown to put us up 2 scores. And the Peaks need to start getting back into this one here. With just 4 minutes to go in the 2nd quarter. I feel like I do that every damn time, by the way. But we see here what Jaden Daniels and company can respond with here. They're going to need to do something here. Because we get the ball after halftime. There's a big hit from Avery Young. They really need a touchdown more than anything. Because if we get a chance to get the ball and put some points up before halftime and after halftime, that could just really put this one away early. And there's Jesse Bates with a tackle for a loss of 1 on Jordan. But I do expect this team to keep fighting here because Jaden Daniels is a fighter here. And he kept it close with us the last time we played. Here's going to be a pass. He's looking pressured. He's going to run himself. He's got space. He's got blocks out of bounds to the 36. And that's just kind of going to be what we have to see from him sometimes here is him using his legs to pick up 1st downs because today so far we have done a really good job in coverage. And here's going to be a pass. There's a wide open man. It's British Brooks breaking 1 tackle. Takes a big hit. Fumble, balls on the ground. Recovered by a lineman, which is huge. So that would have been devastating. Jesse Bates rocked British Brooks. But for the sake of his team, I believe that was their left guard, Manu, who picked up the fumble. Keeps the drive alive here. Here's a handoff. Jordan takes a big hit. Gets 6 yards. And that'll take us to the end. Takes us to the 2-minute warning. So 3rd down here is big to keep this drive moving here. And try to put some points on the board eventually here. Nearing midfield. And looking pass. Daniels just going to take it himself. He's got space, takes a big hit. Holds on to the 50. That was a very dangerous hit. You really don't want to take too many of those as your quarterback there. Daniels just had the time to go up the middle. There's going to be a great throw. Great catch. Oh, my God. Christian Watson gets belted. But it doesn't matter because that was a great play from both Daniels and Watson. And it's going to be another one. Daniels is just going to have time. He's going to get hit again. I mean, he should be sliding here. It's getting a little sketchy when he does that, but now they're in the red zone here. Under about 40 seconds to go here from the 11. Looking pass, and he's going to just try to find something. He's going to throw it quick. I accidentally bump off Lonnie Johnson Jr., and Judy's going to score a touchdown to keep them in this game and give us only 34 seconds to work with. So what a drive for this offense to really find their momentum here. So they have not really been able to quite get there. They've been close, but they finally answer with some points. And Jaden Daniels really did a great job that drive with his running. We're going to have to definitely put a spy on more often here. We were waiting to see if he did anything. He didn't for a little bit, but he did there, and it worked really well. But it's going to be first down, 30 seconds here. We have time to maybe get in the field goal range, but we don't want to force a turnover or anything stupid here. Here's Parker Noel with a chance, and out of bounds he goes for the first down on that screen. It's a nice play. Yeah, we don't want to force the ball downfield and make a silly mistake here. And Milrose's just going to take off himself now. And he's going to, oh my God, I almost dove with him. Take a timeout to the 43. Yeah, I have time. Just got to go about another 10 yards or so for Morris. Quick throw, Ramirez on the Texas route. He's going to get another gain of 8 there. Sets up a 2nd and 2. 1 timeout left. We're nearing field goal range for Morris. The quick slant. Jalen Coker holds on through contact, and we're going to hold off on taking the timeout so that we end the half with that field goal. And with 2 seconds left, we'll take it. And we'll go ahead and take a 58-yard field goal attempt with Morris. At home, in the dome, no wind, perfect down the middle. And we're up 10. And go into the halftime with good feelings about this one so far. Offense has looked pretty good. Defense has looked good up until that last drive for the Peaks offense. They did play a really good drive there. We got to worry about that because Jaden Daniels really put the team on his back there and willed that team to the end zone. So we really just got to do a better job at maintaining him because the run game with Jordan, it's had some plays, but nothing super crazy. But obviously we need to focus on this drive here. This drive could really change the game for the worse for the Peaks. Here's a return. Parker Noel gets the 24. And we'll see if we can come out with a score here on the first drive of the second half of this game. Up 10 right now. Charbonnet in the backfield. Looking to maybe put this one too far out of reach. Here's Charbonnet, though. Only able to get 2. And maybe it's because we're too predictable sometimes, and that is true. Sometimes we are. We run it on first and second down occasionally with Charbonnet, but we're going to start throwing it here. We're going to throw it. The open man is Coker. No, it's Iomanner. With the first down, he's still fighting to the 48. And, I mean, they're asking us to essentially throw the ball on them because they're defending the run extremely well. And we are saying, whatever, we'll do it because you are letting us pretty much. And here's Hayward with another play in his career with this team. That was his first play on the game, I believe, so that's why I said that. But a big one to the 22, a 30-yarder. First down, going to be a read option here, which is not a good call. And it's a loss of 2. We do hold on, which is good, but got to be careful there. But Will Anderson is back in, so that is huge for them. 2nd and 12. The throw it up, one-on-one on the corner route. Make a play. Cody Teal can't track it. Martin Emerson with a good play on the ball there. Filling in for the injured Kyler Gordon, who did have a good game against us last time we met this team. 3rd and 12. Going Coker. It's just not a well-timed throw from Milroe. And we are going to have to take a 3 attempt here. Still good. You know, keeps us 2-score game, unfortunately, but it's 13 points now. So it's 2 touchdowns out of reach, but that's huge for the Peaks. Holding us to 3 gives them Life still in this game, only down 2 scores instead of 3. And here's a return. Hills takes a big hit from Malachi Starks. Who I'm realizing, I don't think I changed this in the depth chart before. So I saw Lonnie Johnson on the field. He shouldn't be. There you go. All right, now we're back to what we should be. I need to do that. I need to do that in the menu after this game. Hopefully I'll remember. I probably won't. But first down, going I form here. Daniels going past, getting pressure, gets it out quick. British Brooks gets the catch, big hit on him. Teddy Buchanan just kind of stopped pursuing him very weirdly. And they love going I form, but they like passing out of I form. And honestly, their offense is doing a really good job getting out quick. Here's another pass, another quick one again. Out quick, British Brooks with another play. Gets 7. It's very interesting how much they're including British Brooks. I mean, kind of have to use everybody here today. 3rd and 3, motioning. Sorry, 2nd and 3, motioning Watson. This one's going to be a play action. He throws it. It's incomplete. Try to go to Wiley, but Jesse Bates is all over it. So 3rd and 3 here. And we are going to put Hurst on a QB spy here because Daniels has been taking off for his legs. Here it is, and it's going to be a good play to call that. Maurice Hurst with the stop. Only a yard for Daniels. They'll have to punt it. Yeah, that was if that wasn't him on a spy, he probably does convert that first down. For first down, here's Parker Noel on the return. And it's trying to spin, doesn't get anything really to the 16. So now we're just really trying to run the clock out here. Continue putting up some more yardage, more points. See what we can do. Here's Charbonnet on another carry again. Tyler Guyton's just getting bitched out there at left tackle. It's getting brutal for him, at least in the run game. We're going to bring in Manungai, going to give Charbonnet a little bit of a break. Here is Manungai finding a 4-yard run. It's 3rd and 6 now. From the 20. Looking for our 5th third down conversion today. We go quick open immediately. Manor, no one around him, makes the play to the 34. We will take that every time. If they want to leave somebody pretty much wide open, it's fine with me. First down, handoff to the 34. It's going to be Noel with 4. Nice play there. And Manungai once again in the backfield. I'll I'm going to keep Charbonnet out for now. Here's Manungai with the handoff for 3. So 3rd and 3 here. Now, a lot of teams would be a little concerned not getting a first down here, but we feel confident in our short yardage situations. We like to just stay ahead of schedule. And we're going pass here. Manor, we're throwing that way too late, but it's going to be an incredible pass. Oh, my goodness. Did he actually get both his feet down there? Wow, he did. What an incredible throw. I threw it late. That was like the last moment I probably could have thrown that. I was debating if I wanted it against Reek Woolen, their best corner. And surprisingly, Manor was able to just picture perfectly. Get his hands up and get his feet in and just clamp onto the ball and hold on to it. And there's going to be a read option. Jalen Milrow again spinning, and he's going to fight down to the 28, gain of 5. Definitely a little risky there at this point with his just taking too many hits a little bit. We go quick out to Hayward, who's going to get a first down. So a little close there to maybe being a play from Will Anderson, but luckily not able to make a play. Going empty here from the 19. We're motioning Mill. Looks like it might be man here. Gonna go quick. It's not, man. Parker Knoll, and that's Tariq Woolen, which is incredible play. Incredible play from him to just fight through and get the tackle. Only 2 yards there, but it is the end of the third quarter. So we're up 13 here. Field goal still keeps them at 2 scores here. So they obviously really want that. But with how our offense has been moving, we will see if they can actually do that or not. I'm not sure. Obviously, we don't want that to be the case, but it could be. We'll bring Jaden Blue in after this one. And here's a play action. And we're going to go underhanded backwards toss out to Van Summeren for a loss of a yard. I kind of didn't have a plan on that play, believe it or not. But it is okay, because it didn't fuck us. But 3rd and 9 here from the 18. Interested in this play here. Motioning is the word. Io Manor. Play action. And we're going to just go quick to Io Manor, who catches it only for a yard, but is going to run some clock down. We'll put shoot clock on to take this 3. And this is huge for them here because, like I said, does keep this a 2-score game. They need 2 touchdowns and 2 2-point conversions. Down 16 here. But still, I mean, their offense just has not found continuous success. But we'll see if Jaden Daniels can put this team on his back in the final 7.5 minutes here. Here's a big hit from Jesse Bates. For some reason, he's on kickoff team there. Makes a nice play. So they'll start from the 26. Daniels under center, motioning Wicks. And this one's going to be a play action. And he's got time. He's going to throw it wide open. It's going to be Wicks for a first down of the 40. Yeah, he just got wide open there. No one really went with him because it was zone. But unfortunately, there was a deep streak there on the far left that took away the guy over the top. And it's going to be another toss down to British Brooks and Jesse Bates on the play. Only 2 yards. I don't know why we're looking at Cedric Gray with no graphic up, but oh, there it is. Just took a minute. But 2nd and 8 here, going empty. Daniels finding some 4th quarter magic potentially. Quick throw on the slant, just can't get it to the running back there. Try to get a Jordan. Kalen Carson was covering him though, so I don't know if that was exactly the best spot to go to, but he did try. 3rd and 8 from the 38. This one gonna be a handoff. Jordan breaking tackles and gets the first balls on the ground, and it's recovered by the Samurai. And it was a great play call. It worked extremely well. He was fighting so hard, but he fumbles it. And finally, this defense, who loves taking opportunities here off of those turnovers. And, I mean, Buchanan, he got stiff-armed to the ground. And I don't know why he must have recovered the fumble. But who was it? Who laid the boom? Looks like it was actually Malachi Starks. Bates did get there as well, but Starks was the initial hit that popped it free. And, yeah, Buchanan was just the guy able to make the play. And that could be potentially game-ending for this Peaks team, season-ending. I'm going to bring in Abdul Grant after this play here. Milrose had a healthy dose of hits today. Here's 3 yards for Blue. Kind of forgot about this West Coast play sheet, by the way. I'm bringing Manungai. It's under 6 minutes to go. Another handoff, Jaden Blue. Only 2 yards. So they're fighting still. But they need to stop. They need to stop quite badly here. 3rd and 5. About 5 minutes left here in this game. We're going to go quick out to Ramirez. Makes the grab, but short of the first down. Devin Bush on the tackle. And we're going to have to punt this one. Michael Turk, QB1. Gonna punt this one away. We're waiting for the clock to run down a bit here. Turk's gonna take this, punt it inside the 15, and it's returned. Big hit to the 20. The returner goes. So Daniel's still in this. They still have a chance here. They still have time, but they have to score. Ideally, before the 2-minute warning hits, to give them a chance. There's a handoff. Jordan, they're trying to... It's an interesting strategy there, honestly, giving him the ball again after fumbling it and almost losing them the game. Gets 2 yards. Going 2 tight ends. Interesting that they're still going these heavy sets here. And it's going to be another handoff. Jordan with the space. He's going to get hit hard to Sean Elliott, lifting him up in the air on the hit. They're going to go hurry up here. I mean, yeah, they need to start throwing it. They can't run it all the way down the field, especially when they only have only one running back. Here's a quick throw down the seam. It's Watson versus cover 6. Jaden Daniels saw it and took advantage. Just above 3 minutes left here at the 37. Need a touchdown. Daniels looking, has to run it, takes a hit, gains of 5 there. Going to hurry up once again. Under 3 minutes to go from the 32. Daniels motioning Njoku. Quick throw Njoku. He's going to get the catch, gets the first down. Going to hurry up once more. From the 27, Daniels empty. Looking pass, looking quick to Wiley. Takes a big hit. Gain of 5 to the 22. Going to hurry up again. They're keeping up on it. And it's the right call. You want to score before the 2-minute warning here. Daniels looking for someone to get open. It's quick. Njoku first down. Going to hurry up again. To try to get maybe another play or 2 off before just wearing out the defense here, but also wearing out your own offense. Motioning Christian Watson, looking for someone open. He's going to get Wiley for 3, and that will take us to the 2-minute warning here. Unless they can manage to get something off really quickly here. They cannot. So, 2-minute warning hits. They rush down to this point. Obviously, at this point, you just really need to score soon. Like, pretty quickly, but also you don't want to what was I thinking? You don't want to have to take timeouts. You don't want to take any timeouts here. They have a tackle. They have tackles running routes, and he's going to score. Ortiz. He's a tight end? There's no way he's an actual tight end. Hold on. Hold on. He is gigantic. There's no way he's a real tight end. He looks huge. Jimmy Ortiz is like almost the same size as David Njoku. He looks like he's an lineman. Well, I mean, at least it wasn't an actual lineman who scored, because there was an actual lineman out there running a route, so there's that. But they're going for 2. They have to here. And it's going to be a screen out to Jordan, and what a play call, because no one was ready for it. And they're in this one still. Brutal. Now they are choosing to kick it off. They're going to try to get 3 stops here. Obviously, they don't want to have to do onside kick. Ideally, here's Roman Wilson with a rare appearance. Gets the return to the 31. Now they're looking for 3 stops here to get the ball back with a chance to win. Here's a handoff. Kyle Monangai with a run, first down immediately. Makes this much, much worse for the Peaks here. Bring in Milrow. Here's a handoff again. Monangai, and they're just not defending the run well. And there's another first down, and every first down that happens here lowers their chances to win this game. And it's quite low now. With only 1 timeout left, they can maybe get the ball back with 20 seconds. Here's Manangai, nothing there, loss of a yard. There's an injury timeout, which does use their last timeout. I think they would have used it either way. Darius Robinson there. 2nd and 11 from the 49. Handoff, Manangai finding 4, and this is where the clock now can run freely with no stoppages left. They need to stop here. They can get the ball back with very little time, but they need to stop here. Here's Blue with the run short, but we are in field goal range here. And we can run this clock down quite far here, where they'll only get it with under 20 seconds left. We will do so. They'll have to go score twice if we make this field goal. Let's see if they can do it. And the field goal is up and good. And that one probably does it. With only 16 seconds, you'd imagine Peaks are not going to be able to make some magic happen. It was too little too late for them. Here's Restrepo. Restrepo with a nice return. 10 seconds left from the 42. Really just need one play touchdown here. Go onside kick, one play touchdown. That's literally what you need, a touchdown on this play here. Daniels getting pressure, just going to roll out, throws it away while he was over the line of scrimmage. They do not care, apparently. It's fine, whatever. 5 seconds left, game's over anyways. There's no way they can score and then get the chance to score again. Here's pressure. He's thrown it deep. Down to Wicks, and it's incomplete. That's game. Peaks are going home. Samurai move on to the divisional. And a different game for sure. The first game we played was more offensive. This game was a lot more defense. And we just put up more points earlier than they could come back from, and played a pretty good game. Honestly, they did a good job though against Charbonnet. He was held under wraps pretty much all game. But Milrow was very solid. This is kind of the same thing that happened against them last time. Only 3 incompletions, 231 yards, 2 touchdowns. Or sorry, 1 touchdown. I can't fucking read. But, it didn't blow us away. But he was really, really good. Save for the football. Jaden Daniels was also good for what he could do. But just didn't really do much with his team around him. Yeah, Charbonnet just could not really get going. 2.6 yards per carry. Had a 7-yard run. It's his longest. He had that touchdown run, but still. Jordan honestly had a pretty good game. Did fumble, though, so that was brutal. Milrow was a great player on the ground for us today. Manangai was great as a closer. Jaden Daniels was running well on us, too. Iomander was our leading receiver. He was really good. British Brooks was their leading receiver. That just tells you the type of day it was for them. Him and Jared Wiley leading there. Obviously Christian Watson too, but Jorge Ramirez had a nice game. Didn't really get involved much in the second half, but that's okay. Got Teal and Noel involved. Held Njoku to 3 catches for 16 yards. That's pretty good. Although Jamie Ortiz, who looked like a D-tackle, got a touchdown. Not ideal. But the run defense was pretty good today. No sacks on either side. And no interceptions. With the 2 forced fumbles, obviously the one from Starks ended up being the one that ended it, pretty much. Fumble recovery from Teddy Buchanan. And it wasn't pretty by any means, but we get the win. We move on to the divisional, and I'm very interested to see who we play. And I'm telling you though, this team is beatable. Our team is beatable. We have won ugly games and close games. The Peaks really, still have made us look beatable. But we will see who we will play in the next round of the playoffs. It will either be the Cyclones the Rockets or the Fighting Cheese. But we will see next time. So thank you all for watching. I hope you have a great rest of your day. Bye-bye.